Physical ailments that show up when you have an imbalanced root chakra. I have a whole list, a whole PDF that I'm just going to start listing down for you. There are things I've observed in my practice. There are things that I've discussed with my mentors. And basically, anytime I've experienced or any of my clients have experienced, these all coincide. So here we go. Any addictions because of lack of connection, understanding of yourself and how you're connected to the bigger picture. Ankles, you're not really allowing yourself to feel fun and pleasurable, and it's often a sign of like the sign of instability. If you think about always kind of rolling an ankle, things like that. Anything that has to do with your feet, so we're talking about like athlete's foot, stubbing your toes, any type of foot issues. Anything that has to do with your bowels, your anus, a-hole, in particular is this almost desire for punishment. There's a lot of guilt and often not feeling good enough. Hemorrhoids, that includes that. Ingrown toenails, hip problems, and kind of when we talk about the feet, so this is going to be bunions, corns, things like that. Bunions usually are developed from not following your life path. Corns are usually if you are having kind of this hard time. If you're holding on to things from the past and you're having a hard time moving forward, right? That friction creates hardness. This also goes into, obviously, we already talked about hemorrhoids, but like diarrhea, constipation. Constipation is holding on to things, like not allowing yourself to move forward. Diarrhea is fear, usually around moving forward, things like that, like you're not quite sure and you're kind of going. So a lot of people who are anxious, if you ever notice when you have moments of anxiousness, you'll often have diarrhea. Usually people who also have chronic diseases, have an imbalanced root chakra. This is often because chronic comes from something that is long-standing. It's not acute. It's not just brought on randomly. So usually the chronic diseases come from refusal to change, and so they're kind of hardwired into things. Physical really just represents what's going on further back in the more subtle bodies. Again, your energetic or vital body, your mental body, supramental body, which is where these beliefs come from, and they really funnel down. So then the physical is the last place that it really manifests. It's the same, honestly, if you even look at the scale of the body, if you're having lung issues, often it's not, the issues have been there. It's not until you physically start to experience discomfort or it interrupts your flow of life that you actually pay attention. Notice if you have any of these things, the Quantum Life Experience is a really great program for you to be able to heal yourself on all 5 of your bodies, not just the physical level, and the physical level usually follows suit. That'll be available January 11th on my website.